What's up, everybody? Painblade back here again from Server 1 representing ISC. I'm actually back for the doubleheader, guys, that I promised. We're going to be finishing up the B and I duo that I've been promising for about a week, I think, and we're finally here. The good news is I got I to 7 stars, so I will be showcasing him at that level. I don't have all of his skills maxed, but he does more than enough to show you his use. So as usual, guys, this is a showcase, so you know what we're going to do. We're going to jump into the Shinobi list. We're going to review his art, his link bonuses, his skills, his gear, his vitalities, his talismans and scrolls, and lastly show you an arena match and show you how good he is on any team and why you want him on any team. Now, one thing I just want to point out with I, though, is he is extremely good in NWT because of one of his traits, and we'll talk about that. And I'm actually going to show you one of my NWT matches with him in it, which I don't normally do, but I have the time today, and we're gonna go through that. So let's jump right in, guys. All right, so finding the Divine Speed Taijutsu. I love this guy's art, guys. Like, I mean, he looks so badass. He looks like a WWE wrestler, you know, or WCW wrestler. I always refer to him as if you guys are old heads like me for wrestling. I don't watch wrestling anymore, but it's been so long. But Scott Steiner, Big Poppa Pump, hence my Big Poppa Lightning reference in my title. But he looks awesome. He's got, you know, great design, wicked artwork here, a lot of nice colors, a lot of flash, and I mean, he's all about lightning, right? So no better way to represent it than what's going on here. He is extremely fast. He is the fastest unit in the game, hands down, by far. So if you have him and you are looking to upgrade your speed on any team, put him in that cell and you're going to see a world of difference right away. He is a D unit, guys. So we'll go through the stats shortly, but let's go through the link bonuses and see how you can maximize him. So in order to get his attack, you need to have Naruto SR, which is farmable, obviously, and you all should have him at some sort of level. And you're going to need his Killer B. Now, that's his brother. So a little harder to get, guys, but B's been around for a while now. So whether you've pulled him from the Legends or you've pulled him from the new banners or from just his own banner, you should probably have him, even at 3-star. Remember, you will get that bonus. His next one is a little more difficult with Gaara. Actually, probably the same difficulty with Gaara and Tsunade. Now, Gaara's been around for a lot longer, obviously, so you may already have him. And Tsunade, of course, you can now farm or you can collect from any summon, actually. And then lastly, the trio here, or the heavy trio, which was featured previous to the Akatsuki banner, which is Sugetsu and Jugo. Actually, they've been featured twice now. So, and again, are farmable in the new EM missions. So, you know, overall, guys, not very hard to get. The hardest ones, of course, are going to be Gaara and B, because they are the URs. But most of you guys should have these guys kicking around somewhere. Or if you don't, just remember, you know, you can always get these from the Legends free pull, so just keep at it. All right, so that's how you maximize I's total stats. Now, as mentioned before, he is a D unit, so he's going to have a great balance between HP and defense. So he's really hard to kill, like most units are. Now, what makes him unique, though, is that he brings a lot of speed, right? Most D units aren't that fast, but he is the fastest unit in the game. So that's what makes him very powerful. Now, as you can see here, I've got him at 7 stars. And if I click here on the plus on speed, he's only +3. But I'm just going to compare him to someone who's at +4. And also 7-star. Let's go with another D unit here, Jugo. So Jugo is +4, right? Oh, sorry, +5 even. So it's two speeds ahead. And he's only beating I by a very small margin in speed, right? So there you go. So if you had him at +5, he'd be destroying him in speed. So I is incredibly fast. So that's what really brings him utility and power into your team. Is if you're lacking speed, he will definitely help you with that aspect. All right, let's jump into now his tribe special. I'm just going to cover this real quick. It's not very good. You don't want to use this. It does increase damage rate and people's speed by 10, but it's a single target. It requires B, and it does very little damage compared to, I mean, it doesn't do very little damage, I apologize, but it's not ideal. You don't ever want single target tribes in Arena because that's just a waste, right? I mean, but if you want to use it in PvE, go for it, but there are way better 3-man tribes that are single target, so I just recommend not using this at all. All right, and I'll go through tribes, guys, a whole tribe special tutorial eventually. Let's go to enhancements and gears. Let's talk about his skills. Alright, so skills. So what makes him deadly? So lightning style lariat. So what he does bring to you is a fixed chance to stun and increases speed for users and allies of the 3-man cell. So if you have him, again, on a slow team, and he pulls this off, number one, he's doing a ton of damage. Number two, he's giving you a chance to stun at 35%, but he increases everyone's speed by 15. So that's going to give you a total of 45 speed in that cell, right? So if there's a little bit of margin gap between you and the opponent, I will make that difference up for you by having this. So then this is another reason why you don't really care about having his tribe special with B, because he's already increasing your speed using this move, right? Second move. He deals damage, extra damage if he's attacking first to any enemy. So this, and I just want to point this out, guys. This doesn't mean attacking first as in he has to be in the front of your cell. What this means is as long as you're faster than your opponent. All right, so as long as you're faster than your opponent, he's going to be doing extra damage. And that is actually really good for him because he's already such a fast unit. So again, he's all about that speed, right? As you can see, as you guys can see here, I've only got level 50s, but and one at 21. So his power level can go way higher than this, but you know, I'm not really focusing on him that much right now. Okay, now being a SR unit, D unit, he's gonna have attack and HP boost that's small, not medium. URs get the medium, right? And then his last trait, Nintaijutsu, boosts all active allies' damage reduction rate if the user is active at the start of the turn. Now this again is the same thing. If you are faster than your opponent, you know he'll give you this buff. So it boosts damage reduction rate by 23.96% and boosts own damage increase rate by 30.99% after any ally has been defeated, and boosts own damage reduction rate by 4.49 at the start of any turn if an ally has been defeated. So if allies are being defeated, he is tanky, so people before him will die, he will increase his own stats, right? So the only thing he gives your entire ally group is damage reduction rate, which is still amazing, because that's a counter opposite to damage rate up, but he increases his own stats as people die around him. So it's really important, guys, that you guys do level this trait up to make him more deadly than he already is, right? And then of course you've got damage increase and damage decrease. Just gives him more damage. Pretty straightforward there. Gear wise, I've got him at 50 only. I haven't spent any resources to get him at 55, but as I mentioned before, you can see his power level. He can probably get close to about 40k at 64, maybe about 38, 39. Scrolls and talismans, you guys are aware, I do 25 and 30 usually. And then vitality, of course. If you level up this first one, he will be doing his lariat very often. This is the similar thing to Sasuke Kirin's, where on the second turn he'll instantly go for his special, and then he will just continue using it every cycle. So very important to have, and of course you want him to be able to do this, or put some effort into this, because his HP is already super high, and you want it to be even higher to make him even tankier than he already is, right? Now this skill isn't really required for him, because doing a little bit more damage by going first isn't really that big of a deal for him, so you don't really have to invest in that. It's very expensive, so I would suggest kind of avoiding this one anyways. Alright guys, so that pretty much covers it. Now I apologize, I want to go back for a sec here. I'm going to teach you the Fear of the Fury. When attacking first, actually that is different than this one, which is active at the start of the turn. So I apologize. In order to get him to do more damage, he has to be in the front of your line. So my apologies, guys. So when it says when attacking first rather than attacking in turn, that means attacking first means he has to be in the left side of your cell of that team in order to actually do that extra damage. So if he's on the middle or the end, you're not getting that extra damage out of him. So please, sorry, I corrected that there for you. All right, let's jump into an arena match. Actually, you know what? Let's do the NWT first. Let's hope it's still up. I think it is. It's not time to reset. So I don't think you guys have seen my NWT team, but here it is. I have him paired with B, I believe, and your Naruto, okay? So I'm going to actually play this video for you guys. Now, why I think he's great in NWT is because of that second skill. Having him be able to do more damage on first attack and not having to deal with like someone like Kakashi in the front of the line or anything is great, because he's going to bring more utility and more damage to your team by having that, right? And it'll show you. Now you can see his speed is insane. And I've only got him at +3, so he would be way faster. On an energy team, for example, he would destroy. So let's just see. I don't even know how long this match is going to last. It'll be very short. But I don't think I placed him correctly, actually, so that's my bad, guys. He needs to be adjusted. I guess I put Killer B in there accidentally. But you can see his damage is not bad, you know, especially against A's. He does pretty decent damage. So I'm going to actually go ahead and adjust that now. So my apologies, guys. That's really noobish of me to talk about a video and then not do it right. Although I thought that setup right there would be how it would be done. Let's just go into, let's go back. Let's go back. You know what? When it allows me to change it, I will. I don't know why that happened, guys. He looks like he's in the right place, but that was weird. So let's jump into Arena. So I want to showcase you guys an Arena match here. Now, he's not part of my usual team. I was first today, as you guys saw in my Dodera video, but I lost today to the same person I beat. So shout out to AJ for days. He's part of my alliance, or our alliance, I should say. As you can see here, I have a win against him, and I have a loss against him, using I both times. So my usual team, normally I don't lose to folks, but having I kind of messed up my rotation a bit. But hey, you know what? Let's look at the win. And shout out to AJ for beating me. So see, I can't just keep farming you whenever I want. And I know this was a conversation we had yesterday in our Discord, but you know, there's a lot of powerful guys out there, guys. Like, you know, being a whale doesn't necessarily mean you are going to be #1 all the time. There is a lot of good players, and there are a lot of good players in ISC and other servers and other alliances. So shout out to the community, honestly, for knowing your stuff and putting so much effort. All right, let's get into it. So let's see what happens here. Now, as you can see, Kakashi will always go first in my team because his ninjutsu special and trait is way more valuable than I going first. Now, I place I here as a tank because I want him to soak some more damage up. But what we'll do is we'll showcase you his special, and I want to just really focus on the speed aspect of it, right? So I hope you guys noticed the speed that the team had originally, and then what it's going to have after he does a special, and then let's just see if we can get a stun off. And he's great for that, right? Because he takes so much damage, he increases speed, but he also increases or gives you a chance to stun, and that's rare for Ds. There's not a lot of Ds out there that have a stun ability. So you know, Richimaru has a confusion, but not many have stuns. So it's great to have a tank that can actually stun as well. All right, so let's actually slow down shortly. There we go. So I doesn't have a special, but so let's look at speed. 3, 6, 4, 5. Just remember that 3, 6, 4, 5. Okay. And then we're gonna see when he pulls off his move. If he doesn't die, I don't know if he dies. I haven't watched his video yet. So let's fast forward this a bit. So this will kill Kakashi. So 3, 6, 4, 5, guys. So the next time I pull off a special, we're going to see that 3, 6, 4, 5 speed change, right? And again, if you have a slow team, you want that to happen. And here you go, guys. I'm not using any tribes. I'm trying to promote no tribes in Arena. A lot of you might not agree with it, but I think after all my testing, it's still the way to go. Because see, if he were to block me somehow here, at least I'd have 1 or 2 of my guys still able to use a co-op attack and block, you know, and stun him or something, just like that right there. But hey, let's just keep going, and that'll be a video for some other time, guys, so stay tuned for that. I really am going to showcase 3-man tribes versus 2-man tribes versus no tribes and show you the difference. Right there, that block is huge. Okay, so we're going to pull off another move here. He's going to go first, though, with his. Okay, so Signing Tribe is dangerous. So that is a dangerous tribe. So see, I'd rather have had that co-op happen now and block this than happen the way it's happening now. So he has a chance to paralyze me. So Signing are probably the most dangerous 3-man tribe in the game. There you go, and Dodera is now blocked, but that's okay. I mean, that's how it goes, right? RNG plays a factor. There you go, I stunned him back. So do I have I here? No, I don't. So now the speed's going to change a little bit, so we're still going to look at the speed when he's up and see if we can see the difference when it does proc. And hopefully, again, we get a stun off, right? Because that stun is huge. Alright, so it didn't kill my Kakashi, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so Orochimaru is not the target you want to attack. So, but here we go. So, speed 3873. So, 3873, and let's see what happens, guys. Let's see if I... Oh, no, they didn't choose I this time. Okay, so Kirin. I mean, not a bad choice, realistically. You want that AoE stun to happen. Maybe the next round it'll choose I. We get a stun off? No. But we got damage reduction down. And I mean, Tamari is not going to kill any of my guys, I don't think. Yeah, okay, she does so little damage. Let's see if he actually does I this time. I'm hoping it does, so I really want to showcase this move to you guys. But, no, I mean, again, smart, right? You're going to choose your AoE. So, technically, the AI is actually being kind of smart here. Let's see who he hits. Sasuke, okay, it's not bad. We're going to... Hopefully this doesn't kill everybody. We know I win the match, obviously, but I'd like to show off. So there's another stun. Okay, so he's definitely going to do the 2-man here, I'm pretty sure. So we may not get to see it, guys, but let's see. Yeah, okay, well that makes sense. Again, AI is actually being very smart. This is rare for AI to be this smart. You usually get pretty dumb decisions made. But so far, this is exactly how I would have played it out if I were playing by myself. So let's hope we get I coming up soon, though. Yeah, I think we will. There we go. No, he'll probably go 2-man tribe again. Actually, no, this is good. They'll probably do the tribe here. There we go. Okay, awesome. All right, let's take a look, guys. So it's good. She's healing. That's great. I mean, they're going to go first. We're going to fast forward this again. Get some heals off. No, Tsunade is great for that. Okay, so here we go. I didn't see my speed there, unfortunately. But hopefully we get a stun off and show you some of the strength here in the animation. Alright, so Dry is a T, so the opposite, right? So there you go, 102k, which is actually really good against a counter unit. So we're going to fast forward here. Now these three now officially have the extra speed. It's weird, they're not even in the same cell, but they're going to get that extra speed because they're sitting in the same co-op cell now. Now, I wonder if that's the case or if only the red ones will get it. So let's find out. 3917, so I think only the red ones got it. So I think Kakashi and Naruto actually got the speed plus. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to fast forward through this now and skip it. But it shows you here, first off, his strength. He hit a T for 102,000. There's also other factors to consider there. There was attack up, obviously, from Ramasakura. There was a damage reduction rate by Kirin Sasuke. But to hit the opposite element, the stronger element by 102 from 102, you can only imagine like an A element would have been 150 plus. So, and the chance to stun again and to increase speed. So the way the speed increase works is, even if you're doing a co-op with opposite cells, that cell isn't getting the speed, it's actually the cell you belong to. So the red guys, so Naruto and Kakashi got the plus 10 speed each. Plus 15 speed each. So it would have been plus 45 on that team. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it, but that's how it works. So guys, just to summarize, incredible tank, amazing speed. So definitely put him on a team that is lacking speed, and he can dish out damage and he can take damage. And honestly, like and again, I reiterate, if you need speed, toss him in your group and you will not be sorry for it, but avoid his 2-man tribe. Alright guys, it's been a pleasure. That's it for the doubleheader today. We're probably going back down to 1 unit per day now. And hopefully I think we'll be covering maybe the Sannin tomorrow, maybe Sasuke Heavy. We'll see. I have a lot of units I still need to cover with you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Please like, subscribe, comment. You know what? I'm going to keep doing this until the entire roster is done. Plus, I'm going to be doing other content like team compositions, how to finish events, best way to use currency, etc. So there's going to be a lot more coming, guys. And if there's anything you guys want me to showcase outside of characters, and you guys have ideas and just want to know more about it, let me know and I'll be more than happy to put it together in a video for you. Again guys, Painblade here, thank you so much for joining. Have a great day.